Okay, so all of these are done pretty much the same. So let's take a look at this one right here. You measure 39 textbooks weights and find that they have a mean weight of 44 ounces. Assume the population standard deviation is 5.6 ounces. Based on this, construct a 90% confidence interval for the true population mean textbook weight. All right, so let's write down everything that we have. We have 39 textbook weights, so N is 39, and I'll just take this over to a sheet here. N is 39, and it always capitalizes things in Word, but all right. And then let's see, our mean weight is 44 ounces. So the sample weight, X bar, is 44. Instead of going and finding the X bar symbol, I'll just type X bar. And then let's see. The population is 5.6 ounces, so sigma is 5.6. And again, instead of finding the symbol, I'll just type sigma. And then we want to find a 90% confidence interval. All right, so 90% confidence. Okay, so let's start with that confidence interval level. We want to take 1 minus 90% as a decimal is 0.9, and that gives us 0.10. And for confidence intervals, we always divide that 0.10 that we got by 2. It's going to give us 0.05. So we're going to look up 0.05 either on our textbook table, or one of the easier ways is to use Excel. So I'm going to use Excel in the background. And in any cell of Excel, I can type equal norm.s.imb 0.05. And it gives me 1.64485. Now I'm just going to copy and paste that. All right, so the z value is that. And the truth is, in a confidence interval, we don't need the negative because our formula has a plus and a minus in it, which takes care of that negative. All right, so our formula is X bar plus and minus z times sigma divided by the square root of n. All right, so let's fill into that. Our X bar is 44 plus and minus. And then we're going to have the z that we just got, and we don't need to put the negative. 1.64485 times sigma, which is 5.6, divided by the square root of 39. All right, now, depending on your calculator, you can either put all of this right side, the part that comes after the plus minus, in your calculator all at once, or you should do the top first divided by the bottom second. So I will, just in case you have a lesser calculator for the job, I will do the top multiplication first. 1.64485 times 5.6. That ends up giving me 9.21116. And then that's divided by the square root of 39. I'll put that in my calculator. And that ends up being 6.244998. Now notice that I've taken these out far in their decimal places, and that's very important for accuracy. If you round off too soon, you will not get the correct answer in My Open Math. All right, so I'm going to finish off the right-hand side there. I'm going to take the 9.21116 and divide it by the 6.244998. That gives me 1.474966. All right, so now I'm going to get my confidence interval, but I'm going to go back here for a minute because in the answers, depending upon how it's written, we may just want to report this the way I've got it now. So for example, here in number 3, notice that plus minus, that's really reporting it exactly as we have it written. We would put, if this were the way this particular one wanted to be, we would put the 44 in the first blank and the 1.474966 in the second blank, although we probably would need to round, to 2 decimal places. Here, though, notice that It's got the population mean right here in the middle, so we want to finish out the entire confidence interval and put the left side of the confidence interval here and the right side of the confidence interval here. So let's go ahead and finish it out. So 44 minus 1.474966 and 44 plus 1.474966. And if I do both of these calculations in my calculator, the first one gives me 42.525,034. And then the second one gives me 45.474966. All right, so in our problem right here, we look and see what we would round off to. It says 2 decimal places. So we put the smaller number on the left, and that smaller number going back here and rounding to 2 decimal places would have been 42.53. And then on the right, we would have put the 45.47. Now, occasionally, the answer will want you to put it into interval notation. So it would look like this. So if you see, I think number 1 was like that. Number 1 you had where it was just a blank. That's where you need to put that left parenthesis, the left-hand number, comma, the right-hand number, and right parenthesis. Every single one of these have exactly the same steps. So take that through the same steps on every single one, and you should have it from there. But if you need any further help, let me know.